Hello and welcome to Lodi Stadium for a Capital Conference soccer matchup between the Wisconsin Heights Vanguards and your Lodi Blue Devils. We're here tonight for the first home soccer game of the season. It's a Capital crossover matchup between the Blue Devils and the Vanguards. Lodi is 4-1 and the Vanguards are 3-0. And we're going to get the starting lineups here soon from down on the field.
Number 2, Noah King. A defender for Wisconsin Heights. Number 3, Nathan Haugen. A defender for the Vanguards. Number 7, Tyler Rhodes. A defender for Wisconsin Heights. Number 8, Dylan Hemmenstein. A forward for Wisconsin Heights. Number 9, Ethan Rick. A midfielder for Heights. Number 10, Colin Husky. A defender for Wisconsin Heights. Number 16, Hunter Hughes. A midfielder for the Vanguards. Number 19, Homer Bollez. A midfielder for Wisconsin Heights. Number 23, Riley Moore. Number 24, Christian Ayla. Now for your Lodi Blue Devils. And goal for Lodi. Number 1, by junior, Brandon Storha. Senior defender for the Blue Devils. Number 2, Brock Hargis. A midfielder, co-captain for the Blue Devils. Number 3, Chris Nelson. A senior, a defender for the Blue Devils. Number 5, Cody Sternan. A midfielder for the Blue Devils. Number 6, Brady Ziegler. A defender for Lodi. Number 7, Bronson Icker. A forward, another captain for the Blue Devils, a senior, number 9, Sam Sager. A defender for Lodi, number 10, Chance Mayer. A midfielder for Lodi, number 12, Chase Burrell. And a senior forward for the Blue Devils, number 17, Michael Provitt. And a captain, another senior for the Blue Devils, number 20, Paul Carl. And the midfield.
Turn it off now.
I'm good. Okay, was that just starting lineups or no?
Once the game gets going, you can go out. Right. And whenever there's like a little, okay, start recording.
I am.
Alright, welcome back and we're ready to get this game underway. I'm Nate Jelinek and I'm here with Tyler Rashid.
That's me.
And set to get away here, our varsity senior Sam Sagers and Paul Carls. Paul Carls has 8 goals on the season. That leads the team. And Sam has 3. The ref blows his whistle and we're underway. Sager plays it back to Brock Hargis, the senior defenseman. Over to Chance Mayer. Upfield to Captain Chris Nelson. Nelson drops back to Brady Ziegler, the sophomore starter. Here's Cody Stronach, first-year starting senior, looking for Ziegler in the middle. But Aker will pick it up, send it forward, and Wisconsin Heights controls the ball, and it's cleared upfield. Ziegler intercepts the pass. Ziegler up to Nelson. Nelson looking for Baravic on the left wing. He'll look for a cross cut into the middle of the field, cross it in. Header, and it was just wide. That was a good header from Chase Burrell. He has some size over there on those crosses. He's 6'1". And just send it away is number 3, Nathan Hagen. He's a senior. Ethan Rip sends it upfield, and it's intercepted by Ziegler. Nelson controls and sends it back to Brock Hargis. Here's Chance Mayer. He'll play it into the middle of the field to Nelson. He'll look to get by a defender, but it's intercepted. Here's Nathan Hagen. Hagen back to the keeper. This is Carson Hughes. He's a freshman goalie. Over to Hosking and upfield, but this one will roll out of bounds. Chance Mayer and Lodi with a throw.
The starting lineups for Lodi. In goal is a junior, 5'10", Brandon Storhoff. He has 6 assists on the season. At defense, Brock Hargis, a 6'1" senior. Also at defense, Cody Stronach, a 6-foot senior.
As Heights moves the ball up the field.
Also on defense, Bronson
Mayer
Aker,
makes a good tackle.
6'3", senior. Chance Mayer is also back there on defense, number 10. Brian Ziegler back there with him.
Ziegler plays more of a mid, as Heights controls the ball, takes it upfield looking for a pass in the middle, and it got tipped towards the Lodi goal, and Storhoff will pounce on it.
Playing the midfield position is Chris Nelson, a captain as a junior. He has
Goals and assists.
3 assists and 5 goals. Brian Ziegler is also playing midfield.
Ziegler with the ball on the far side. Ziegler looking for a pass upfield. He'll send it upfield, and it's misplayed by the Heights defenders. And it'll be cleared towards the sideline and controlled. Paul look for a pass in the middle field. It's intercepted by Nelson.
Paul Carl's Lodi forward there is very quick. They're going to look to get the ball up to him.
And that's a lot of Lodi's game, is ball control in the middle of the field and then sending it up to these faster forwards like Bravik, Carls, and even Buster when he comes in off the bench. They get a lot of goals that way on through balls, down the outsides and through the middle of the field. Heights looking to bring the ball upfield. Intercepted by Burrell. Into the middle of the Ziegler. Ziegler. Pass up into the middle of the Carls. He's at the top of the 18-yard box. Sagers has the ball taken away. And Ziegler ends up with the ball again. Here's Nelson. Nelson with Bravik on the wing. He'll cut back towards the middle. He's double teamed. Drops back to Ziegler. Ziegler at far side to Cody Stronach. Stronach played football his freshman and sophomore years and junior years. This is his first year playing soccer. And he's starting at defender. He's done a good job. As Lodi will have the free kick. Lodi has a lot of speed on the outside of their defensive line as well. Chance Mayer. As the header flies in off Paul Carls, but it was wide right. And Heights will have a goal kick. As I was saying, Lodi has a lot of speed on the outside with Mayer and Stronach back there at defense. They run a 4-4-2. They started in a 5-defender formation and got blown out 4-0 in Sauk. Sauk was a good team nonetheless. Stronach chases after, and Heights will control the ball. They'll send it up. Bronson Aker chasing it down, along with number 19, Homer Bolig. He'll control, step back around, drops back, and it's intercepted by Cody Stronach. He'll bring it upfield for the Blue Devils. He'll stop and drop it back to Ziegler. Ziegler sends it near side. This one is taken by Mayer. Up to Carls, up to Bravik. Bravik, a 3-on-3. He's got Carls on his left. He'll try to drill past the defenders. Sagers are lined up with it. Shot. What a save. And Bravik couldn't put it home. Sagers had a pretty open shot in the middle of the field, but couldn't put it through. Bravik had a chance on the rebound. That's fine. And Lodi will have the corner. This looks like Ziegler taking the corner. He'll send it in. And clears everyone, but Sagers will go back to retrieve it. They'll play it back to Stronach. Stronach far side. Back to Sagers. Stronach. And that was number 23 for Heights.
23.
That's Riley Moore. He was pursuing after that one as they sent it into Ziegler in the middle of the field. Ziegler has got Borovic on his left. He'll give it to him. Borovic looks to create to his right. Drops it back to Hargis. Hargis rolls it up to Ziegler. Ziegler in the middle of the field. He'll send it out to the far side to Burrell. Good pass through the air up to Nelson. Nelson on the right wing. He'll cut into the middle looking for a cross. Swings it into the middle. And this one's intercepted. And played into the middle of the field by the Heights defense. And they'll clear it out towards the near side. Borovic will chase after this one. He's guarded by Dylan Helmenstein, the defender. Here's Carls. Carls, this one's cleared away by Hunter Hughes, number 16. He's the defender. Chance Mayer sends it upfield for Borovic, and they'll say this one was out of bounds. So it's 7:24 and we're scoreless. Sam Sagers had a good chance in the middle of the field, but freshman Carson Hughes made a good save.
It looks like the Wisconsin Heights defense is really clogging that box and not letting any shots through.
They're doing a good job of not letting the interior passes get through. Heights sent it out of bounds, so it'll be a Lodi throw. Ziegler has the ball in the middle of the field. He'll send it to the right side. Here's Borrell. Borrell back to Ziegler. Ziegler touches to the left. He'll drop it back to Chance. Chance has got some pretty flashy shoes on tonight. I think those are new, actually.
As do most of these soccer players. They like to bring the flashy shoes.
Here's Nelson over to Borovic. Borovic swings it into the middle of the field, looking for Paul Carls, but this one's intercepted. Ziegler ends up with it, and it's intercepted again by the Heights defender. He'll play it upfield, looking for Joan Alaya, but this one's intercepted by Stronach. Stronach will play it upfield to Carls. Carls cuts back to his left, middle of the field. Long touch in front of him. He's got lots of speed, but he'll play it back to Nelson. Nelson over to Borovic. He's got bodies in the middle of the field. He'll send it to Carls farther down the left wing, and he'll swing it in the middle, intercepted by Heights, and it's misplayed. Out to Ziegler. Ziegler has space, cuts to his right. It could have been a shot, but it looked like a shot, but it was deflected. Here's Burrell on the far side. He'll play it off a Heights defender. Ziegler cuts into the middle of the field, sends a cross in, and it's cleared away by Wisconsin Heights. Lodi's doing a good job of controlling the ball so far. They played a lot of this game in the Heights side of the field.
Heights is just doing a good job of boxing up the middle and not letting Lodi get any inside shots.
Eventually, though, hopefully Lodi can work their way through and get some more shots on goal. This one's played up by Burrell. Heights defense controls, looking for a counterattack. Looking to get past Aker, and Aker doesn't let it happen.
This is
Here's
number
Nathan Hagen.
3, Nathan Hagen.
Here's Colin Hosking. Hosking, Mayer pursues him. It's a 2-on-3. Here's Noah King. King has the ball, and this one's cleared away by Hargis. Looked like they had a chance there. They just couldn't make the extra pass. Borovic is dispossessed, but Chris Nelson ends up with it. Nelson had 11 assists last year. Here's Mayer. Back to the captain, Nelson. Nelson sends it upfield, looking for Chase Burrell on the far side. Burrell will get there. Over to Carls. Carls, one man to beat. Spins. The ball's still there. He picks it up. Lots of Heights defenders back now. Here's Carls. Carls swings it into the middle. And it looked like Burrell was looking for the volley, but he couldn't control it. And Mayer sends it back to the middle to Nelson. Here's Borovic on the near side. In the corner, he cuts to the middle, fires a shot that was up and to the left. The kick was good. Through the uprights. It'll be a goal kick for the Vanguards. So not a lot of possession yet for the Vanguards except for that last counterattack.
Not much
when
at all.
Hargis came to the rescue and got a tackle to get the ball away. Here's the goal kick. Nelson heads it into the air. Bravik will control the ball on the near side. Into the middle to Hargis. Hargis. Ziegler back to Hargis. Over to Mayer. Mayer sends it upfield. Looking for Nelson. Will get by him. Carls will control. Double teamed in the middle of the Heights defense, and they'll clear it away. Ziegler will control near midfield. Looks back at Mayer, but will send it up to Bravik. Bravik near side. Looks at his options. He'll send it up to Ziegler. Ziegler made a little run there. He'll look for Carls on the run. Carls will chase it down and get there, send it in the middle. And it's grabbed by the keeper.
Looks
So
like
12:03 into this one. We're still scoreless. What were you going to say, Tyler?
looks like they're still trying to cross it into the middle, but they're not having any luck yet.
Heights has been playing inside out, pushing all the Lodi offense towards the outside of the field. Heights clears it upfield. Bronson Aker will use the ball
He took
here.
that one right
Marcus
to the face.
got a man down for Heights, but it looks like he'll play on. So Heights will control, looks upfield for number 11, Alaya, who took one to the head. Looks like he's okay. Here's Nelson on the far side, looking for Burrell. Burrell, right corner. Looked to cross one in, and he will, but it's intercepted by Hagen. Hagen clears it near Nelson. Nelson will take it, looking for Sagers. Sagers looks like he almost found the ball there amongst a couple Heights defenders, but it's cleared away for a Lodi throw. Here's Nelson after the throw-in. Nelson back to Aker. However, the Heights defender stepped in there on the pass, or attacker, excuse me, stepped in there on the pass.
This is number 2, Noah King.
King plays it back to really nobody, and Chris Nelson of Lodi will control. A little mental mistake by Wisconsin Heights. Looked like they had a rush there. Here's Paul Carls. He has space. Cuts to the left. He's got 2 guys in the middle. Carls still controls the ball, and it's kicked away. Here's Bravik. Bravik back to Ziegler. Nelson can control the ball. Bolig there made a good play for the Heights to get the ball there and clear it away. Here's Stronach on the far side. He'll send it upfield in the direction of Burrell and Sagers, but they won't get there. His Heights will knock it out of bounds. Lodi throw. 14-12 into this one. We're still scoreless. Here's Sagers. Halves were increased to 45 minutes each this year, making it a 90-minute game instead of the 80 minutes they played last year. And the flag was up there. It looked like a Heights. Heights had his hands. A man over there had his hands on Sagers. They'll call a foul, and it'll be a free kick from the right wing. They extended half lengths to 45, but in OT they won't be playing OT this year, or extra time, which means games will end in draws if tied. Nelson will take the free kick, sends it in the middle, and it looked like it was on goal. A pretty good shot. The save was made by Hughes. Mayer plays the header near midfield. Here's Riley Moore. He'll send it up towards Alaya, but Nelson will fight for the ball. It's taken by Alaya. Alaya on the near side towards the middle. Mayer will intercept the pass. He was looking for Ethan Rip down the right wing, but Mayer made a nice play. Here's Bravik near midfield. Carls will possess after the deflection. Ziegler back to Mayer. Mayer will send it upfield towards Sagers. Sagers will get a touch on it, but this one's Burrell will control for Lodi. Lodi's got some numbers up here now. Burrell on the far side. Burrell into the middle. Nelson couldn't control the ball, and they say he pushed on the Heights defenseman, so they'll have a free kick in their own 18-yard box. With 15:58 into this game. as Lodi has 2 shots on goal, but no goals yet. Here's Carls. Bravik on the near side. Swings it up towards Sagers. Sagers controls the ball, cuts back to his left. On the left wing looking for a cross. Sends it in with the right foot, but it's cleared away for a corner kick by the Heights defender. Here comes Bryant Ziegler down to take the corner. 16:45 into this one. No scorer yet, as Lodi lines up for the corner. Ziegler sends it in. That was his second corner kick of the evening. Both have been a little beyond the box, as that one's played out by Heights, and it's swung into the middle by Burrell to Carls. Carls left wing to Ziegler. Has a little room to dribble here. He'll send it to Bravik near the left corner. He'll stop looking for a cross. He'll play it into the middle, and it's taken away by Nathan Hagen. Hagen plays it out. Here's Chance Mayer on the near side, near midfield. He'll play it back into the middle of the Heights defense. Here's Stronach. Stronach lose the ball. Hagen found the ball there, but Ziegler steals it away. Makes some nice moves with the ball and sends it over to Nelson. Nelson over to the right to Sagers. Sagers, the pass was a little in front of him, and Heights will clear it away for a Lodi throw. I'd say most of this game has been played in the Heights side of the field.
Yeah.
As Lodi has a lot of the possession so far. In come some subs for the Vanguards. Looks like number 24, Christian Laya. He's a senior forward. Coming off was Noah King, the sophomore. Also coming on was Jacob Geisler. He's a senior as well. Stronach intercepts the pass.
I'd say as soon as the Vanguards cross the half field line, it looks like the Blue Devils are really forcing turnovers.
Heights hasn't really had the numbers up on their halves that they might want to. We're 18-15 to this one, still scoreless. And call was made against Lodi there. Heights will be able to get some guys forward and have a free kick. Hunter Hughes will kick it forward. Cody Stronach will end up with the ball and he'll clear it out. Here's number 19, Bolig. Bolig has Nelson all over him. Nelson will come out with the ball, but they'll say he pushed, and they'll give Heights the free kick.
This is the first offensive scoring chance for the Vanguards. Let's see what they can do.
This one's about 34 yards out. And it sails over the Lodi net for a goal kick. Mayer back to take the goal kick. We're 20 minutes into this one. Mayer send it deep with his left foot. Ziegler looking to head it forward, but he can't quite get there. Ziegler battling with Hosking, and they'll call the foul on Ziegler.
Into the game for Lodi is number 11, Marcus Whittle. He's a foreign exchange student from Sweden, and his first practice with the Lodi team was last Wednesday. Let's see how he does.
I've heard he has some speed, and they'll probably look to utilize him up at forward. He's on the far side right now. Ball sent near him. He'll intercept. Play it upfield. There, you'll see some of that speed. And they'll call a foul on him. Looked like he pushed off a little bit, and Heights will have another free kick. We'll play it way upfield. and it'll go out of bounds for a Lodi throw. In comes some more subs for both teams. Looks like Jake Busser will enter the ball game for the Blue Devils. Coming out for the Vanguards is Hosking. Coming on was number 20, Curtis Young. He's a freshman.
Coming off for the Blue Devils is number 17, Michael Bravik.
And Bravik will get a rest. Here comes a Wisconsin Heights corner, their first of the game. Homer Bolig will take it on the far side. He'll send it into the middle. And Heights will control the ball. Another cross into the middle. And Ziegler clears it off the Heights defender. It'll be a goal kick. Another sub for Wisconsin Heights. Helmenstein comes off. And back in is number 7. We don't have him on our roster, so we're not sure who number 7 is. He has no name. Akers sends it deep near midfield. Nelson plays it off his head, but can't control the ball. Bravik takes the ball, or not Bravik, excuse me. Brock Hargis takes the ball way up to Paul Carls. Paul Carls near side, cuts to the middle, through the Heights defense. He'll take a shot from deep, dips it towards goal, but it's far to the right, and it'll be a goal kick. 22:49 on the clock right now.
Looked like Wisconsin Heights was gaining a little bit of momentum there.
Yeah, they had some chances there in Blue Devil territory, and a lot of that was due to a couple Lodi fouls and a couple corners as well. About halfway through the first half here, just a little past halfway. Ziegler headed that one forward. Heights sends it upfield. Aker on the far side looks to get the ball away, but he can't. Elias sends it in the middle, and Ziegler will control the ball. Finds Hargis. Hargis to Nelson. Touches it over to Busser. Busser upfield to Carls. Carls uses his speed to get to this one. Looking to make a move. Cuts back to the middle. Looks like he wanted to take a shot there, but the ball was tipped away and played upfield to Ethan Rip. Rip, drop it back. Not sure why he dropped it back that far there, as Sagers almost got to that one. Stronach will play on the far side. And it's out of bounds for a Heights throw. Heights throwing. Here's Elia. Nelson looks to take the ball away. Elia ends up with it again. Plays it back. Up to Hagen. Hagen with a good touch, but Bravik slides in. Or excuse me, Hargis slides in, but Hagen still controls. Hagen looking for a man on the left side. He'll swing it over there. That's Parks. Parks swings it into the middle, and it's headed away by Bronson Aker. Here's Nelson.
Here's Whittle.
Finds the exchange student Whittle. He'll play it upfield to Paul Carls. He's got a man on the wing. It's Busser. Pass to Busser. Busser into the box. Shot with the left foot is saved. A hard shot to the bottom left corner by Busser was made look like a pretty easy save.
Didn't really challenge your goaltender there.
It probably wasn't as good of an opportunity as Sagers earlier in the game, but he still had quite a bit of room to shoot there. 25-27 into this one. Still scoreless. Here's Stronach on the far side. He'll play it to the middle of the Carls. Ziegler plays it back to Chance Mayer. Mayer up to the sophomore Busser. Back to Ziegler, and Busser will make a run. Ziegler finds him, but it's played out of bounds by Heights, and Lodi will have a throw. Lodi bringing some men forward here, looking to break this one open. Sagers comes off, and on comes Bravik again. a lot of Lodi's offense has to do with these speedy forwards, so bringing them in and out of the game is a good strategy, keeping them from getting too fatigued. Here's Ziegler in the middle of the field. Bravik shows his speed here, gets by a man, but it's grabbed by the keeper, and he'll play it upfield with 26:31 on the clock. Still scoreless here in the first half. Ziegler plays it upfield. This one was sent towards Whittle's direction. He'll play it, and he'll lose the ball. And Heights looks to keep it in bounds, and they will. This is Griffin Parks. Over to Hosking. Hosking upfield. Ziegler will take it away. Looking for Whittle. He'll find him. Whittle can't find Bravik. Bravik flew in to take the ball away, but they'll call a foul. Heights plays it upfield. Colin Hosking was chasing after that one, but Stronach got to it first and cleared it away. Carls gets to this one, but can't play it. Hagen played it back, cleared it forward, and Mayer will pursue after this one, but it'll roll out of bounds for a Heights throw. And 3 subs will come in now for Wisconsin Heights. Off goes Curtis Young, in comes Riley Moore, the sophomore midfielder. Also, Jonah Alaya is back on. Hagen with a throw-in, played away by Mayer.
Starting to look like Wisconsin Heights is gaining a little bit of something now as it's taken away by Hargis.
They've had the ball in Lodi territory a little bit more now as this one's played upfield. Bravik gets to it. Bravik on the right side into the box. Pushes way to the ball, but nothing's called, and it's cleared away by Heights.
And that Heights player just sent that ball into the little ravine there.
It'll be a Lodi throw deep in Heights territory. 28:49 have gone by so far here in the first half. Here's the throw-in. Carl's in the middle of the field. Carl's 3 men on him, and he's stripped of the ball. Busser ends up with it, plays it back to Ziegler, but it's too far away from him. Here's Alaya for the Heights midfield. Here's Ziegler playing the ball to the far side. Over to Whittle. Whittle with the ball. Whittle still controls. Couldn't find anyone there. Maybe a little miscommunication there due to his arrival with the team. He hasn't had that much time to practice with them. This is his first game, however. And Mayer wasn't too happy with himself there as he played that out of bounds. And Nathan Hagen will have throw for the Vanguards, and it's played out again by Lodi, so it'll be a Heights throw. They'll throw it upfield. This one's controlled by Hargis. Heads it towards Mayer, but it'll roll out of bounds for a Heights throw. Hargis gets to this one again. Controls the ball, sends it to Mayer near side, near corner, and he'll play it up into the bleachers.
That one looked like it was coming for us.
Yeah. Ziegler tried to get to that one, but it'll roll out off Heights for a Lodi goal kick. About 15 minutes left in this first half. We're still scoreless. Sam Sagers comes back on for the Blue Devils as Ziegler will come out. Ziegler's had a good game so far. He's been controlling the ball pretty well in the middle of the field. So is Nelson. Bronson Aker will send it up towards midfield. Controlled by the Vanguards. Here's number 24, Christian Alaya. Bravik will clear it.
Tosser.
Here's Riley Moore with the throw-in. They'll send a shot in, blocked by Sagers. Brava gets to this one and sends it deep out of play. Here's Hagen with the throw. King back to Hagen. Hagen swings this one into the box. Had a little too far. As Stronach will look to clear it out, but it'll drop for a goal kick. Storov hasn't had to face any shots yet tonight. Storov had a clutch save in PKs in the second game at the East Troy tournament. They won that one to move on to the championship, and they eventually won that tournament. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. Heights plays it back. Over to number 3, Hagen. Nathan Hagen fires a shot, but this one's well to the right. And Lodi will have a goal kick. Bronson Aker will send this one deep for the Blue Devils.
Chance Mayer goes off, and number 8 for Lodi, Paul Qualley comes on. Sorry.
Qualley's tough to say. He's a senior defender. Ball sent his way right here. Hargis comes to help out as well, and Aker clears it back. Heights has been able to sustain some possession here as of late. They've had some time deep in Lodi territory. Sagers takes this one away and he'll head upfield. The ref will say play on, as both teams were fighting for the ball there. This will be a Lodi throw on the far side. This one's sent deep by Heights. Lodi clears it upfield, but Heights ends up with it again. They'll swing it in towards the box. Cleared away by Hargis. Here's Stronach. Here's Hagen. Plays it up to Elia. Back to Hagen, and this one, Bronson Aker got to that one, but couldn't quite get it out of the box. As here's Whittle to Sagers. Sagers in the middle of the field, looking to get back into Heights territory and sustain some possession on that half of the field. Here's Hargis. Hargis on the near side. Back to the middle. Nelson. It was a bad pass, though. And Heights will get it back. Hagen was looking for the through ball there, but Aker will take it down on the near side. Lodi corner. Buster couldn't get the touch by number 23. Riley Moore. Moore couldn't get the cross in either. And it's cleared up field by Lodi. It'll be a Heights throw. In come 2 Heights substitutions. We're about 35 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Off goes number 2, Noah King. Heights controls on the near side, looking to get into the box. Here's Riley Moore, and it looked like it went off Qualley for a corner kick. He'll play back to Hagen. Hagen fires one in, but it was well wide to the right.
You're saying that ball was tipped off of Qualley.
It didn't look like it hit Qualley, but it'll be a corner. Hagen sends this one in, but it'll stay out wide to the right for a Lodi goal kick.
In for Wisconsin Heights, number 2, Noah King, and number 12, Griffin Parks.
Parks is a freshman forward. King is a sophomore. The goal kick set up field. That'll be a Heights throw near the Heights bench. This one's played in off a head, but out of bounds. So Stronach will throw this one in on the far side. Here's the exchange student. Whittle into the middle of the field to Nelson. He'll play it upfield, looking for Bravik or Carls. Bravik will control on the far side. Bravik with 2 men on him. Flick it forward. Looking to beat him with speed. He sent one in. Got by the goalie, but Carls wasn't in the right spot there. It was a little too far upfield, and it's played out of bounds for a Lodi throw. They'll play it into Busser. Busser fires one into the box, but it's caught by the goalkeeper, and he'll send it upfield. Here's Hargis. Hargis plays it up looking for Whittle. Heights on the far side. Nelson in the middle of the field. Nelson up to Whittle. Whittle cuts the middle. Finds Sagers. Here's Qualley on the near side. Qualley looking for pass to the middle. And Hargis ends up with it. Hargis to Nelson. Played back to Aker. Aker up to Qualley. Qualley plays it upfield. Carls has a nice touch on it, but can't control. No, he ends up with it. Nice move by Carls there. Carls into the middle. This one's misplayed by Bravik, and Heights will play it out. Here's Nelson over to Whittle. Whittle, the exchange student, on the far side. He makes a touch, looking for a cross in the middle. He'll swing it in. It was touched by Bravik, but Carls will end up with it near side. Looks for a shot. Rolls back to his left, over to Busser. Lodi really hasn't been able to get into the middle of this Heights defense, as Busser sent one in off Heights and out of bounds.
That one looked like it hit the Heights defender right in the face.
There's Nelson. Sagers back to Qualley. Paul Qualley. Sagers gets the ball up the left wing. Sagers looking for a cross on his right foot. Back to his left. Swings in with the right foot, and it's blocked by Heights defender. Carls ended up with it, and he'll play it back to Cody Stronach over to Whittle. Whittle back to Stronach. About 39 minutes into this one, 6 minutes to play left in the first half. Here's Carls. An inaccurate pass up to Whittle, and it's intercepted by Heights. Lodi looks a little tired, as their passing is not quite as accurate as it was early in the game. Whittle plays it back to Stronach, but they'll say it went out of bounds, so Heights will have a throw. Turnover by Lodi. Still scoreless here as we approach darkness at Lodi Stadium. We're about 40 minutes into this one. Here's Heights, controls the ball. Whittle gets the interception. Sagers in the middle of the field. Hagen went in there for the ball, and he knocked it away. It'll be a Lodi throw. And it looked like it was an illegal throw by Whittle, so Heights will take the throw in. Stronach heads this one into the middle of the field for Aker. Aker clears it upfield. Looking for Bravik, but it won't quite get to him. Sagers took the ball, and he stayed with it there. Sends it up to Bravik. Bravik looking to use his speed. And Heights will get there first, but Bravik will go after the ball. He'll send it in the middle of Sagers. Sagers, one-time shot with the outside of his foot. Went just over the bar. That'll be a Heights goal kick. This is a Heights goal kick. We're 40-55 into the first half. Heights will send it upfield. Here's Ethan Ripp looking for Riley Riley Moore, but it's played off of him. And Hargis will have a throw in for the Blue Devils. Buster goes after the ball here. He ends up with it, but there were just too many defenders there for him to get through, as Hargis chases after this one along with Joan Elia. Here's Hargis, and it's out of bounds. Lodi throw. Hargis with a throw, and it looked like it went off Heights for another Lodi throw. About 3 minutes left in this first half, still scoreless. Lotus had a couple good opportunities. Sagers had a open shot, and Buster had one on the left wing, but they haven't been able to put one home yet, so we're still scoreless. Here's Nathan Hagen. He plays it in the middle of the field after some nifty dribbling. Heights still controls into the box, and Bronson Aker makes a last resort clear there. It'll be a throw-in for Wisconsin Heights. Here's Hagen. Plays it up to Elia. Elia was looking for a pass, but it went off a Lodi defender, and it'll be a Heights throw. They'll throw it in from near the corner on the near side. Into the middle. Heights ends up with this one, but Chris Nelson took a shot away, and Storoff came flying in and picked this one up off the ground. He'll send it deep. A good chance for a counterattack for the Blue Devils. This one's played to the middle of the field after Bravik couldn't quite reach it. Here's Ethan Rip in the middle of the field. Plays it up to Noah King. And here's Elia with the shot, but an easy save for Storoff, his first of the night. 43:08 so far in the first half, about 2 minutes remaining. Here's Whittle on the far side. Excuse me, that's Bravik. Back to Burrell. Chris Nelson in the middle. Buster's wide open on the near side, but Nelson couldn't quite get to that one. On the far side, here's Homer Bolig. Waits. He'll dribble to his right and send one upfield in the direction of Elia, but it's played over towards the Lodi defense, and Bravik's wide open downfield, but he was offsides by a couple steps. About a minute left in this first half. We're still scoreless.
That was a real close call on that offsides. I don't know if it was even a step.
I think it was the right call, though. Aker plays it off his chest, and Hargis gets to it. Here's Burrell upfield. Heights has guys back, and they'll play it towards the middle of the field, near midfield into Heights territory. Here's 11 Elia with Hargis on him, and they'll give him the foul. Hargis was all over him. 30 seconds left in this first half, and Heights will hustle up, and they'll take the free kick. They'll fire one in here, and Storoff will let it go out of bounds to the left of the goal for a goal kick. 4:49 left in the first half, so about 7 seconds remaining as Aker will clear this one up. For the last play of the first half, the whistle will blow, and Lodi and Heights are scoreless in a tie here at halftime. We'll be right back with the second half on the Lodi Sports Network. Alright, welcome back to LSN. We're ready to get the second half kicked off. We're still scoreless here at Lodi Stadium. Lodi's had more shots.
The first half saves. Brandon Storhoff with 1 save. And Carson Hughes of Wisconsin Heights had 3 saves in that first half. It seemed like Lodi had more shots. Really controlled the ball in the first half there.
And Heights will get this one kicked off. Yeah. And Heights will take it to the other side of the field. And Lodi will take the ball after the Heights foul. Here's Aker, he'll send it forward. Sagers plays it over to Carls. Carls has a shot. It'll go off Heights for a corner kick. So Lodi's had a couple corners here. Ziegler sent 2 in over the box.
See if you can send this one into the box here for a header.
He's coming back to take this corner on the far side. Bravik, Sagers, Carls, and Chase Burrell are in the middle of the field waiting for this one to be sent in. Ziegler's corner. Played in low, and it goes out of bounds for another corner. Bravik was near that one, and it deflected off a Heights defender.
Doing these corner kicks on this field, the field is kind of shaped so that the high spot's in the middle, so you can kick these corner kicks, you kind of have to kick it farther than you think to get it to the net.
And then we've got some size in there with Sagers and also Burrell. This one swung in. Sagers almost got to it, but it's played out by the Heights defense. 5 men back for Lodi.
Ziegler hustling to get back.
Mayer looks to get the ball here. It's played over near Carls. He'll control the ball. Carls loses it, and that's picked up by Nelson. He'll send it upfield. And it's played away by Heights. Here's Stronach on the near side. Stronach swings over towards Burrell, but it's a little out of his range. It'll roll out for a Heights corner.
Throwing.
That was Riley Moore played it upfield, but it went off a Heights player. First a Lodi throw here, Sam Sagers. Sagers back to Burrell. Burrell plays it up towards Nelson, but it's tipped away. Nelson gets back to it. Nelson on the right wing. 2 men on him. Goes by 1 to the right. Keeps the ball. Sends one into the middle, and this one's through the uprights and out of bounds behind the net for a goal kick.
Lodi again challenging the outside and trying to cross it in. See if they can get one in.
We're still scoreless here 3 minutes into the second half. And Heights will send it deep on the goal kick. There's Bravik on the far side. Bravik stops, moves to his right. Into Carls, back to Ziegler. Ziegler dribbles up, sends one forward, looking for Carls, and this was a little too far. As Hughes will get to this one, he'll throw it forward. Up across midfield, and it's taken away by Chance Mayer. Mayer, the second-year starter. He's a sophomore. He'll run this one upfield, but it'll roll out for a Heights throw. Heights will throw it in, and it went off the head of Noah King for a Lodi throw. Mayer will throw this one in from near midfield. Bravik tried to control it, but it's taken away. Played ahead, and it's off of Ziegler. And Hargis will come up to play this one. Nelson dribbling towards the near side. Nelson stops, rolls it over towards Burrell. Burrell looking for a pass. Start his dribble to the right. Swings it into the middle. This one's taken away by Wisconsin Heights. Ziegler lost track of this one. And Christian Alaya runs after this one, but Ziegler catches up and takes the ball away. It'll be a Lodi throw. Ziegler throws it into Mayer. Mayer plays it towards the near side to Burrell, but it's a little short. Burrell had to come to the ball, and he'll pick it up. Play on the near side. Uses speed to get past one defender. Long touch in front of him. Lots of Heights defenders back. Burrell fighting off 2 defenders. Tries to swing one in, but it's stuffed by a Heights defender. And played out for a Lodi throw. Here's Sagers with the throw. He'll play it back to to Ziegler. Ziegler on the near side, looking into the middle to Bravik. And it looks like he was pushed there. And Lodi will get the free kick in the middle of the field.
Looks like Michael Bravik's wearing two different shoes there. He's got a pink one and a blue one on.
Those are those new Puma cleats that they wore in the World Cup. Here's Nelson's free kick that went left of the net. Yeah, those were Yaya Toure, I think, wore those in the World Cup. The two-colored, the pink and the green.
Those are pretty snazzy little shoes there.
Yeah, a lot of these shoes now are pretty flashy. A lot of bright colors. Here's the goal kick for Wisconsin Heights. On the far side, Bravik goes after this one. Mayer looks to send it forward, but it's knocked away. And it's out for Wisconsin Heights throw. They'll take it quickly down the far side. Hargis went in there, but he was called for a foul. .51:30 gone by so far in this game. Wisconsin Heights has a free kick on the far side. Haven't had many opportunities here in the second half so far. We're about 6 minutes in. This one swung in, but a little short, and Brandon Storoff had to make a grab there. It was deflected off a Lodi head, and he'll run up and look to punt this one towards midfield. Carls chases after this one. Heights has quite a bit of speed to keep up with Lodi.
It's pretty impressive. Lodi's got some fast guys, like 4, 5, 40s on their front line.
And they've had lots of guys in the middle field back to help on defense and clog up Lodi's passing lanes. This one's played upfield, and Heights sends this one into the air. Ziegler looks to head it in the middle of the field, and the Heights will be called for the foul. Nelson will play this one up quickly. Carl's in the middle of the field, looking to get to this one. He'll stop, roll it back. Sagers takes it, looking for a shot, and was knocked away, and he'll pursue to the far corner. He'll end up with it. Tries to run back to the middle of the field, looking for a pass. Still carries. 3 defenders on him. Nelson has a shot. And this one was well wide. Probably not a great shot in that situation.
Probably could have found a better one.
And Heights will have a goal kick. 53:06 gone by so far, and we're still scoreless here at Lodi Stadium. Lodi and Wisconsin Heights here in cross conference play.
There you go.
Conference. Lodi's first home game so far. They've played very well since the beating they took in Sauk in the opener. They lost 4-0. Sauk had a very good team.
They always have a good soccer team.
A couple athletic kids up front. 2 kids had 2 goals, and Lodi was shut out. They're only shut out so far this season. They're yet to record a shutout on the defensive end, but they're well on their way so far here. 54 minutes gone, and no goals given up. Carls with the throw-in toward Ziegler will control off his chest. Dribble to his right, and he'll have a shot. Pretty good shot, but a nice save by Hughes. Ziegler's first shot of the night. Here's Whittle. Whittle stops, controls the ball into Bravik. A little 1-2 back to Whittle there. Whittle stops. Right foot cross into the middle. Carls. That was a very good cross to Carls. Carls couldn't get the header on net though. And we're still scoreless.
Carls is kind of beating himself up there with that header. He's kind of disappointed he couldn't get that one on net.
There's a pretty good opportunity, a really good cross into the box. And it wasn't very contested either. He had quite a bit of time to head that one on net, but missed a little to the left. Here's Bravik into Heights territory, touches forward, he'll have a shot. And this one will sail over the net for a Heights goal kick.
Looks like Lodi has changed their game plan a little bit, trying to take wide shots instead of trying to cross it into the middle.
There really hasn't been much space in the top of the 18-yard box in the Heights defense. They've performed well so far tonight. 55 minutes into this one, Heights sends the goal kick forward. Aker plays it off his head to Nelson. Nelson touches it forward on the through ball looking for Whittle, but this one will be too far ahead of him and it'll roll out of bounds.
Testing, testing. My mic's broken.
Here's the throw-in. Heights on the far side. Here's Nelson. And Lodi will have a throw-in on the far side of the field. Here's Mayer to take the throw-in. Some subs coming in for Lodi. Bravik comes off. Back on is Sagers. Here's Mayer. Over to Whittle. Whittle can't get it by the Heights defender, but it'll roll off of him for a Lodi throw. Here's the throw-in. Mayer in towards Nelson, but that's taken away by a Heights defender. Heights clears it upfield for a Lodi throw. About 57 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Throw-in's played out of bounds by Griffin Parks. It'll be a Lodi throw once again. Doesn't look like they have a ball. And Mayer will get one. And here comes the Lodi throw. Sagers heads it towards Nelson. Nelson at midfield. He'll play it up deep for Burrell, but it's played by a Heights head. That was number 20, Young. Wolf sends it back into the middle of the field, and Heights has a little bit of momentum here. And looked like a through ball maybe, but it was too far, and Storhoff picks this one up and sends it deep near midfield. Ziegler with a good slide tackle. It looked like he got a lot of ball there, but they'll call a foul on him. Bolig will take the free kick. He'll send it into the Lodi box, and they'll say Heights pushed off.
Yeah,
So
I called a push on Heights in the box, so Bronson Aker will kick it out.
here's Carl's near the far side. Cleared out by Heights. Nelson over to Ziegler. Ziegler's got some space to dribble. He'll send it up to Chase Burrell. Good pass. A little through ball, but Burrell couldn't quite get there. They'll fight for the ball. Ziegler will end up with it. Ref says play on. Ziegler plays it up to Burrell. Burrell right wing. Stops. Sends a pass into the middle. Sagers gets a head on it. And it went just over the net.
I thought that was a good header in.
Didn't have much power on it. And it was a good cross by Burrell, but it sailed just over the net. And Heights will have a throw-in. Approaching 59 minutes into this one. About a half hour left in this game. We're still scoreless. Aker sends a header up to Nelson. Nelson looking for the first goal of the game. He'll send a through ball towards... that was Whittle, excuse me. But it's cleared out by the Heights defense. Sagers attacks the ball here. Can't quite get to it. But Nelson will control. Over to Whittle. Whittle to Sagers. Sagers into the middle to Nelson. Nelson has a little space, but he couldn't control the ball as it's taken away and sent up by Nathan Hagen. Brock Hart is trying to fight for the ball, but it's taken by Elia. Cleared away by Mayer. Here's Whittle with a little momentum now. Sagers had the ball kicked away from him for a Lodi throw. Here's Whittle on the far side. Looking for Ziegler. Ziegler can't quite get there. And Heights clears it upfield. So this has been a lot of Lodi attacking here in the second half, and Heights just clearing it out to midfield, and Lodi gets to reset again. Stronach sends this one upfield. And Heights, it looked like it went off his hand, but they'll play on. Hargis will head this one towards the near side to Aker and Stronach. Stronach was going after this one, but was hit. And they'll call a foul.
Looks like number 11 for Heights, Jonah Alaya, is limping after that one. Maybe a quad injury.
The foul was called on him. Here's Heights. Whittle takes this one away into the middle of the field. Whittle looking for a shot, possibly. He'll take one, and it's deflected. He'll control again, take another shot. Far corner, it's a goal!
Goal!
Cole Whittle. Or, excuse me, Marcus Whittle with the shot from deep. He put it into the bottom left corner. A great shot. His first shot was blocked, but found it the second time and sent a one-hopper into the bottom left corner of the net for Lodi's first goal. It puts them up 1-0.
That is Whittle's first goal on America turf. Again, he's a foreign exchange student from Sweden, is the information I've had.
He played in, they play in 3 leagues over there, a higher, a middle, and a lower league. He played in the higher league of the high school circuit, I guess you could say.
So kind of like a D1?
I guess you could say so. I'm not really sure how it all works out over there. It's just what I've heard, but he's played pretty well tonight on the far side wing, and he got into the middle there and had some space and finished. Your Sagers on the near side, crosses one in, and it's cleared away. Here's Stronach into the middle to Ziegler. Ziegler touches it up to Nelson, who sends it back to Bronson Aker. So we're 62 minutes into this one, and Lodi has a 1-0 lead. As Heights takes this one forward, Hargis into the rescue, and they'll call a foul, and Heights will have a free kick deep.
Looks like Stronach pulled down number 9 for Wisconsin Heights.
Pretty close to the box.
Ethan Ripp, so this is going to be a high-quality scoring chance for Wisconsin Heights. He was pulled down by,
I think it was Aker.
I think it was Aker too.
Cutting in there.
It was a 1-on-3 coming into Lodi, deep into Lodi territory.
Nathan Hagen will take the free kick. Sends it in, looking to go through the middle and they'll score! The free kick got through the wall of Lodi defenders. Storhoff was already on the ground, lunging for the save. But the ball trickled through and was sent into the net by, I think, Ethan Ripp.
I think that tipped off of Aker in the wall, and it
trickled into the right side of the net. Regardless, we're tied up now at 1. So shortly after the Lodi goal from Marcus Whittle, Wisconsin Heights tied it up on a free kick. So it's 1-1 now. 63 minutes into this one. Here's number 3, Nelson. And they did credit the goal to Nathan Hagen on the deflection. Here's Whittle on the far side. Whittle plays it up towards Paul Carls. He'll chase after it, but he can't get there, and Heights clears it out of play for a Lodi throw. So pretty lucky goal there for Heights, as Hagen sent it into the Lodi wall, trickled through and deflected past Storhoff. But we're tied up now. 64 minutes played, 1-1. And Lodi will have a free kick just past midfield.
Paul Carls to take this free kick. He's looking to send it into Whittle and get a header, would be my guess.
sends it in, but it couldn't get to any Lodi players. But Burrell will play it back to Stronach. Stronach sends it in the air towards Burrell. He'll try to keep it at bounds, but it'll go out for a Wisconsin Heights throw-in. Heights will throw it in down the left wing, but it's cleared away by Stronach. This one's kicked away by Ziegler. Ziegler played into Heights territory, but it's cleared away. Now Heights controls. Aker steps in and Hargis clears it away. Here's Riley Moore. Moore tried to send it into Lodi, through the Lodi defense, and Nelson carries it out of Lodi territory. Here's Stronach. Stronach looking for a pass. He'll find Sagers. Sagers will step back and play it back to Burrell. Burrell swings it into the middle. Misplay, and Carls will control. Cuts to his left, looking for Whittle. Whittle couldn't quite get there. And Hagen plays on the near side, out of bounds. And Lodi will have a throw. Burrell plays it back to Bryant. Heights controls in the middle of the field. 66 minutes played, and we're tied at 1-1. Noah King swung that one forward, but it was played out of bounds by Chance Mayer for a Wisconsin Heights throw-in.
And the substitution made by Lodi is a Busser comes in for Burrell on the forward attacking line.
Heights will throw it in. King will control here. Touches it too far, and Nelson plays it up towards Paul Carls. Lodi will get to look to get their offense started. Buster streaking down the near wing, but he can't get to this one. And Hunter Hughes plays it out. Buster will have the throw in. Here's Nelson in the middle of the field. Nelson cuts to his left. Plays it into the middle, but it's cleared away by Wisconsin Heights. Ziegler came up and deflected this one, so Sagers controls into the middle of Carls, and it was a little behind him. He couldn't quite control it. As Heights controls on the far side, they'll send it forward, but it's headed away by Hargis. They'll try again, and Hargis will play it back to midfield. Here's King. King up towards the right side. Mayer will chase out of this one. After this one, it'll roll out of bounds, and Mayer will have a Lodi throw-in. Mayer throws it into Hargis. Back to Mayer. Mayer sends this one forward. Carls will control this one near midfield. I'll step back. He's got Bravik out there ahead of him. Busser on the near side. Aker will play it to Busser. Busser back to Paul Carls. Paul Carls up to Nelson. Looking for Bravik, but the pass was a little hard. Carls got it back. Sagers in the middle field. Lodi's looking to get some momentum here. They're on the attack. Here's Nelson, far side. Nelson dribbles over to Whittle. Whittle makes a nice turn. Whittle into the middle, but it's taken away. I like that. Whittle into the middle.
Whittle into the middle.
Oh. Mayer sends this one in. That was Paul Carls looking for the volley, but he couldn't connect. Sagers controls, takes a shot, and it's deflected away for a corner. That would have been an awesome goal if Carls would have connected on that.
That would have been a nice bicycle kick, they call it in the soccer world.
And Sagers had a clear shot there too, but it was deflected in the middle of the box.
Here's Whittle to take this corner kick. Hopefully he can center it into the middle.
And there's Carls, Sagers. Here's the kick into the middle, and it's played away by Wisconsin Heights. Brock Hargis controls near midfield. Over to Mayer. Mayer, left wing.
Mayer, like he gave up on that one.
Yeah, he did. He kind of mishandled it out of bounds, and Heights has a throw-in. Brock Hargis plays this one out of bounds for Wisconsin Heights throw. Approaching 70 minutes played here. We're still tied 1-1. Both goals came in within a few minutes of each other. Lodi scored first as the foreign exchange student Whittle scored from about 24 yards out on a low dipping shot to the bottom left corner, and then a couple minutes later, Heights' Nathan Hagen scored on a free kick that deflected off the Lodi wall and into the back of the net. So we're tied up here. Here's Heights controlling the ball on the far side. That's Elia. Elia has the ball stripped away by Nelson. Nelson plays it into Sagers. It was a little short. That's intercepted by Bolig. Bolig in the middle. And he's pushed off the ball by Hargis. It could have been a foul, but they'll let him play on.
The Heights fan base wanted a foul there.
Hargis, or I mean, excuse me, Bolig sends it into the middle, and it's cleared away by the Lodi defender. Here's the ball back into Lodi territory. Here's Bolig. Bolig chased by Mayer. Here's Carls near midfield over to Whittle. Whittle sends one deep into the middle. Nelson chases after it. Here's Busser on the near side, plays it back to Carls. Carls at midfield. Back to Stronach. Stronach to Busser. Busser to Carls. Carls into the middle to Sagers. Sagers. Here's Carls, and the ball's taken away. But Sagers will almost get back to this one. Bolig controls in the middle of the Heights territory. And Heights will send it upfield. It gets by Aker over to Hargis. Looks like everyone's pretty tired out there right now. Some mistakes going on. Nelson across midfield. Up to Bravik. Bravik controls. Bravik sends a cross, and it was a little too high for Sagers. It's here Whittle. Here's Whittle. Back to Carls. Carls fights for the ball. He gets it. Carls has a shot from about 35 yards. Bravik was wide open on the rebound, but he was offsides. He's arguing his case, but it looked like he was offsides.
I don't know the rules about soccer, but I don't know about that call.
He looked offsides, but
I thought it hit a Heights defender and trickled to him.
that might have been the case. Here's Heights controlling the ball. Nelson takes it away, but Hargis pulled him down. Lodi isn't too happy about that one.
I didn't really see what happened, did you?
Yeah, Hargis it looked like Hargis pulled down a Heights player as he was chasing after the ball. Mayer plays this one out with a header. Nelson controls. Nelson up to Carls. Lodi's on the attack now. Carls got room to dribble. Takes another dribble. Carls up to Bravik. Bravik plays it on his right side. Looking for a cross, chasing after it. Oh! Whittle was looking for a little flick into the far side of the net. And it was just a little weak. Sagers has a dipping shot. Fly over the net.
See, that's where Lodi is best in that transition. They utilize their speed.
Exactly, those counterattacks when Heights gets some men forward and Lodi can use their speed going back down the other side of the field. 74 played, and we're tied 1-1. Sagers chases after this one. Bravo control, sends it up towards Sager. And Sagers will get there. Sagers cuts through the middle of the defense, and it looks like he was torn down, and will have a free kick.
He's got about a 20-yarder here.
25, it looks like. This is about from 25 out. Carls and Nelson are both there to take it. A three-man wall as Carls will take the free kick. He runs up to it. Takes a shot and it's soared just over the net. It'll be a Heights throw-in.
That was a high-quality chance there. But there was a missed opportunity. Missed the net high.
So we've got a goal kick now. Nathan Hagen will take it. About 15 minutes left in this one. It's still tied 1-1. Both goals came around the 60th minute mark. Hagen sends this one towards midfield on the far side. Mayer controls for the Blue Devils. He'll trap it and dribble to his left. Up to Whittle. Towards the middle of the Sagers. Sagers back to Nelson. Nelson plays it across to Stronach. Near side. They'll switch sides of the field. Here's Stronach. Stronach to Bravik. Bravik touches it a little too far out of bounds. And it'll be Heights possession. They'll throw it in. Bravik gets back to this one. Bravik sends it upfield for no one was there. Maybe thought Busser would be on the run up there. This one was deflected off of Busser. Carls splits the defense with the ball. He's so through. He'll take a shot. Scores! A goal for Paul Carls, his 9th of the year, and this one puts Lodi ahead with just under 15 minutes remaining. Lodi leads 2-1 after a goal by Paul Carls. He just shredded through the Heights defense. It made it look pretty easy.
That
Split
was
about 4 guys right there and put the ball in the back of the net. It wasn't the greatest shot, but it found its way.
That's what Lodi does best there with Paul Carls and Bravik. They just give him the ball in the middle of the field and let him run with it.
I think Heights' defense there was caught off guard. Heights controls after the Lodi goal. Sagers up to Stronach. Lodi would love to add a little insurance here. Whittle in the middle of the field. Whittle still controls to Mayer. Mayer makes a run from the defensive position. He'll swing it into the middle towards Carls. And it's played up in the air by Heights, and the goalie will grab this one. Hughes kicks this one high towards midfield. Mayer plays it with a header over to Whittle. Whittle back to Mayer. Mayer. Or no, this one rolled out of bounds. Whittle made a bad pass there, and it'll be a Heights throw-in.
That is the 11th turnover for Lodi in this half. That's a little too many.
Here's a lie in the middle of the field. Plays it back towards King. Noah King on the far side. Sagers goes after him. He'll play it back to the middle. Here's Hagen. Heights needs to start making some runs here.
There's 13 minutes left in the game.
And be a little more aggressive. Here's Hargis playing it out. Lodi can now sit back a little bit. They don't want to sit. Ooh. Bravik was pulled down there. They'll have a free kick. Lodi doesn't want to get back in the defensive shell too much.
And that's a yellow card. Call out number 12, Griffin Parks, for pulling down
Was it
Bravik.
12 or 11?
I think it was 12 because he's going off the field now.
They called it on. They called it on Parks. I think it was he arguing the call there?
I'm not sure what was the.
Because I'm pretty sure Elia took him down and Parks might have been arguing the call. Anyway, Lodi plays it upfield and Heights clears it away. Lodi's still gotta stay aggressive here. Bad throwing by Stronach, taken away by the Heights forwards, but it's cleared up by the Lodi defenseman, and it rolls out of bounds near midfield.
On this Lodi soccer team here, there are some players like Lodi Stronach who just started playing the last couple weeks, but there are also players like Paul Carls and Sam Sagers who've been playing together since they were in kindergarten.
And I think a lot of that. Some, like, these guys like Stronach, they just have athletic ability that lets them. And they play pretty well. Same with Brock Hargis. Here's Bravik on the near side. Busser into Carls. Carls pushed off the ball. Comes back in. And Heights will have a free kick.
The Heights fans are wanting a card there on Carls.
I think they're a little frustrated right now. Team trailing. Heights will have a shot, but it's deflected away by Bronson Aker. Good reflexes by him. Here's Whittle on the far side. He'll play it out of bounds for a Heights throw. Just over 79 minutes through in this one. A little over 10 minutes remaining. Lodi leads 2-1. Storhoff takes this one off a one hop.
That's his third save for Storhoff this half.
Oh, this one's misplayed. Carl's chasing after it. And he'll get there. He'll have a shot. Scores! So after a miscue by the Wisconsin Heights defense, Paul Carls puts his second goal of the night in the net. And Lodi puts an insurance tally on the board. And they go up 3-1.
Again, that's almost identical to Paul Carl's first goal, where he just beats the defender with speed and puts the goal.
Found his way to the ball there.
Yeah, just puts the ball past the goaltender.
So Heights is really going to have to be on the offensive now. Some good 1-2 play there. Heights near the box. They'll play it back on the far side. That was Paul Carl's 10th goal on the season, second of the night. Bravik tried to send this one up to Carls, but he still used his speed and got to it. Wasn't the greatest of passes. Carls sends this one in, and a great grab by the goalie.
I was like a wide receiver grab there.
Yeah, Sam Sakers was on that back post. And he looked open. It was a good pass by Carls, but the goalie came out of his net and grabbed that one. So about 10 minutes remaining. Lodi leads 3-1.
Looks like number 9 for Wisconsin Heights. That'd be Ethan Ripp, is limping off the field, slowly jogging under his own power. Trainer's going over to take a look at him.
Here's the throw-in for Heights. Played Lodi. Here's Mayer, sends it into the middle of the field. Bravik couldn't quite get to this one. And it's played ahead by Heimstein. Bronson Aker plays this one into the student section and out of play. Moore with the throw-in. He'll play it back to Hagen. Hagen is a goal tonight, the only goal for the Vanguards. Into the middle. King turns back. King controls and swings it out to the left wing. Here's Moore. Moore has the ball stripped away by Stronach. It'll be a Wisconsin Heights throw-in. 81 minutes and 30 seconds played so far. About 8.5 minutes left. Lodi leads by 2, 3-1. Paul Carls with 2 goals tonight. The other one came from Marcus Whittle on a deep, low shot early in the first half. And that opened up the scoring. Heights tied it at 1 on a free kick from Nathan Hagen that got through the Lodi wall and deflected into the net. And since then, Paul Carls for Lodi has 2 goals, his 9th and 10th of the season. On both he got to show off his speed and put one-on-one point-blank range shots past the goalie. And this looks like a timeout for Heights. We'll be right back in the Lodi Sports Network. We're 82 minutes and 18 minutes into this one. Lodi leads 3-1. We're back here with 82-18 left in the second half, left in the game. After the timeout, they went over and gave a Heights coach a yellow card for arguing. The fans and the Heights bench weren't too happy about it. This one's played out for a Lodi throw.
Lodi's going to take their time throwing these balls in.
About 7 minutes left now. Whittle throws it into Nelson. Nelson tries to spin through defense and can't. Here's Sagers in the middle of the field. Couldn't quite get it to Whittle, and it's cleared up by Wisconsin Heights. They'll chase after this one. Aker play it towards the sideline. Clear it up towards midfield. Heights will get the ball back here. Looking to set up some offense. Down by 2. Here's Chance Mayer playing some tough defense. Plays it back to Bronson Aker, and he'll clear it upfield. A good job by the Lodi defense.
Lodi's trying to get Paul Carls free again. See if they can get him downfield.
This one's set up by Nelson towards Bravik. Died in front of him. Here's Paul Carls again. Chasing after this one. The ball is cleared out of bounds for a Lodi throw. Approaching the 84th minute now. About 6 minutes remaining. Lodi leads 3-1. 2 goals by Carls. 1 by Whittle. Here's Stronach. Clears this one in deep into Wisconsin Heights territory. It's played away. Played into the middle to Nelson. Nelson. Upfield. And guarded closely by Young. He'll play it back to to Brock Hargis. Mayer was looking for Whittle. Sam Sagers ends up with it. Sagers towards the near side. Here's Stronach. Stronach upfield.
As Wisconsin Heights defender plays the ball out of play. Looks like Bravik's going to be throwing this one in. He throws it in, trying to hit Carls. Plays to Whittle. Whittle shot. Easy save by the Heights goaltender. The Heights goaltender kicks it, plays it downfield, past midfield. Looks like that is played by Brock Hargis. This is... Looks like Sam Sagers pressures, plays it down to... And Bronson Aker plays that one out.
Lodi will have a goal kick.
With 4.5 minutes left here to play.
Here's Aker back to take it. He'll send it deep. And it's out of bounds for a Lodi throw. Here's Burrell to Carls. Nelson was looking for Whittle there, but it's played away by the Heights defenders. A little spin move on the far side by Hosking, where it's taken away. Whittle has the ball now. There's Ziegler. Ziegler up to Whittle. Whittle using his speed, pushing it in front of him, looking for a cross, but he couldn't get over to Carls. There's Brock Hargis now. Chase Burrell. Burrell on the right side. Burrell thought he got held. Look for a cross, now send it in low, and it's tipped away by Hagen. Excuse me. There's Nelson after Hagen was stripped to the ball.
And we've got 3 minutes left to play here in Lodi.
Lodi leads 3-1. Lodi will have a free kick. Nelson sends this one forward. Heights controls on the far side, pursued by Ziegler. Mayer gets the ball now over to Whittle. Whittle, far side. Whittle into the middle to Nelson. Nelson over to Stronach. Stronach near side sends it deep to Bravik. He can't quite get to it, and it's played out by the Heights defender. About 87-40 gone here in this game. Lodi leads 3-1. This one's played away by the Heights defense. Nelson flicks it over to Ziegler. Ziegler sends it upfield looking for Mayer on the run. Mayer gets to it and crosses this one high into the box. Carls is there. He heads it towards goal and just missed to the left. It looked like he had a really good opportunity there. Couldn't quite put it home. And Heights will have a corner, or excuse me, a goal kick.
With 2 minutes left.
Mayer will chase after this one. He'll have a throw-in.
Clock really running down here for Heights. They got to do something.
Lodi's defense has been strong. Lodi's defense in goalkeeping, except for that one little miscue on the free kick. It was a tough break, though, for the Blue Devils. Here's Heights with the ball. They'll clear it upfield. Here's Elia on the far side. He's taking on the Lodi defense by himself. Can't get past that's Hargis. Hargis plays it towards the corner. And it will be a goal kick.
1 minute left here to play.
Lodi leads 3-1. It was tied at one point, 1-1.
It looked like Wisconsin Heights had some momentum, but then Paul Carls broke free through 4 defenders to put Lodi up 2-1.
And then he scored again later on a little miscue by the Heights defense. Here's Carls again. Carls on the far side. Flicks it into the middle towards... We got 30 seconds left now. Here's Carls. Back to Nelson, over to Ziegler. Ziegler dribbles forward. Looking at his options. Dumps it into the middle and no one was there. Ziegler jumps up and heads this one to Nelson. 15 seconds remaining. There's Brabick. He'll step by the Heights defender into the middle. Nutmeg one. Chase after the ball, slide in as the seconds tick off the clock. And this one's over. Scoreboard. And Lodi wins their first home match of the year against Wisconsin Heights. To go to 5-1, they win 3-1 on the back of 2 Paul Carls goals. The foreign exchange student Marcus Whittle also had a goal. Our next broadcast on LSN will be Friday night as Lodi football takes on Wautoma here at Lodi Stadium. Thanks for listening. I'm Nate Jelinek, and he's Tyler Rashid.
I'm Tyler Rashid.
And we're signing off. Goodbye.
So Paul, you scored 2 goals. Right back to back. What was going through your mind when you scored those 2 goals?
I just thought that we could, after we got a 2-goal lead, with the 1-goal lead, I knew we still had to work, but once we got that 2-goal lead, I definitely felt more comfortable and we settled in, so we closed out strong.
All right. So the defense played pretty solid in the second half. What was their role in getting you the ball so you could score?
Well, I don't know. They just did their job in marking people up and talking really well. And then they worked the ball right up the outside like we want them to, then back in the middle and then back outside. And so they just did what they were supposed to and locked everything down. So.
All right. And last question is, so at the second half they were just getting you the ball so you could run underneath it and score. Was that part of the game plan, or did that just happen?
Well, we never really have a game plan to begin with. Soccer is just kind of one of those things that you just got to make things up on the fly. So, as a forward, I like to try and think of plays in advance, try and anticipate where the ball's going to be and where I should be. But other than that, it's just kind of go with the flow with whatever happens.
All right, thank you very much. 10 goals on the year, leading scorer.
Thank you.
Thank you.